Hey everyone, and welcome back to Skyrim Anniversary Edition on the Xbox Series S. And I had a little decision to make there. Am I going to go to Whiterun or am I going to go up to Bleak Falls Barrow? We're doing the vanilla start here. I do have some mods and I have all the Creation Club stuff in here. And we're just doing kind of not a vanilla playthrough because of that, but the vanilla beginning. But I got the travel lantern. That is one of the most essential mods that I can use because I don't know, I can't see that good. I'm getting older. Not that I could see that great when I was younger, and I love this one. All right, so we just got to do a little positioning here. Put it in the front, and I don't know why it always puts it in the back, but I don't even mind the back. But a lot of times I wear a cape or a cloak, and this doesn't look right. And I had to check my pouches. They're on the left, so we're good. A lot of times it interferes with that. The bandolier mod, another essential thing if you like carry weight. Plus, I like the way it looks. We're just doing a few more settings here. Do a little automatic so it's not on during the day. But I don't mind it on sneaking. I'm not trying to sneak that hard. And, I don't care if it alerts me to the enemies because I still want to see when I'm sneaking. Most of the time I do sneak around in dungeons and, there it is. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, we're trying to decide, do I do the Bleak Falls or do I run to the Jarl in Whiterun? And the thing is, I'm not playing like a real role play on this guy. I don't know much about this character. We're doing Argonian, obviously, which is a throwback to like the first or second time I played Skyrim. I think the first time I did an Argonian. Because I thought it was so cool. You can be a lizard person. All right. Anyway, we're going to Bleak Falls. All right. So I wanted to be immersive. Like, is this guy gonna go? Oh, here we go. Speaking of immersive, we got some wolves on the path, and there we go. All right. So anyway, I was saying, your tendency is like, we gotta warn the Jarl. There's a dragon. All this, and then why go here for the claw? The only reason to go for the claw is like, A, you want the money, to help the shopkeeper or treasure, or just adventure. But there's also the thing where, like, I'm just saying he's the Dragonborn and he felt the pull, like, the pull of destiny here to go here. And mostly it's just because I don't want to come back here, because we're already here. And we can get two birds stoned at once, as they say. But at any rate, how many times have we done this part? Even when I do alternate start, a lot of times you still have to go up here to get the Dragonstone or whatever. So you still have to do this if you want to do that part of the thing. You just don't have to do it first necessarily. Not that I have to do it first now. I mean, that's what's so great about Skyrim, guys. I could do this stuff in any order I want. I could have put off this part and played 100 hours and not had any dragons or nothing, and just played like a thief or a magic or anything, a Daedric worshiper, anything, and not ever done this. And that's one of the things that makes Skyrim so replayable. Besides the mods, the basic structure of this game is so open. I mean, you do have the vanilla intro, and then you can just be like, see ya, we're not doing that. We're not doing Civil War. I've done a lot of playthroughs on this channel. Last year, especially, I did like 4 or 5 different characters. I did not even do the main quest or the Civil War at all. And I didn't even do the guild quests. I was just doing other stuff. It was crazy. I did do the Dawnguard DLC. That was the only major thing I did. And each one had a different character, Not that I finished any of those characters, but... Alright, well, we dove in there and we got some archers here. I wanted to maybe take them out from far away or something. Alright. And this guy's tough, man. They're blocking pretty hard. I do not remember the enemies in Skyrim blocking so hard as these guys have been doing. All right, we're just going to jump out of the way. And we are going to get this guy. And you're dead. Oh, we got to get... All right. Well, for a second, I'm like, can I grab his leg and get the stuff off? And I'm like, eh. I mean, not that I could have done it, but I could have done it, maybe. But I kind of was like... I thought it was funnier just to let him go, honestly. I didn't try that hard. All right, a great sword. Now, that is not a good weight, to money ratio with that. I don't know why I'm taking it, because we're gonna have so much freaking loot from this place that we're going to now that we're definitely gonna have to get rid of that. So even the iron armor, I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep that. Now the boots, that's all right. That's not even a great ratio. None of this stuff is good. We got a steel mace though, which might be better than the weapons we have right now, actually, because you know, you start off with iron, so that might actually be good. And as you see, we're doing a little dual wielding now, and we'll get into some other stuff later. I haven't decided on magic yet, and I'm pretty far into this, guys. I recorded all this video in advance, then I do the voiceover, and this I played on the 11th, you know, which is 3 days ago now. So I've played a bunch since then. I'm doing companions quest. I'm doing some of the smaller creation club stuff I've done, so stay tuned if you're curious about that, some of the player homes and weapons and stuff. But you know, I'm still trying to do like, I think this guy is gonna be a jack of all trades, honestly. Going back to the first time I played it, we might do Thieves Guild, we might do Mage Guild, we might do you know, we're doing companions. I already did part of it. So you know, I usually like to do a very specific character who only does limited things, like I just mentioned a few minutes ago. But, you know, like I said, anniversary, I want to celebrate all of Skyrim here. You know, I mean, it's going to be long if I do all that stuff, but it's fine as long as the load order holds up and the mods hold up and all that stuff, of course. Now, this is a pretty limited mod list I'm using. A little bare bones, but I just wanted some cool stuff. All right, hey, let's level up, guys. We're on level 1. We got to level 2 here. We're gonna upgrade our health. We just started this game. Oh my god, it's so cool to be at the beginning of a Skyrim game. I'm so excited to be doing this. All right, what do we got? Not two-handed. We need dual wield-handed. All right, here we go. One-handed mastery. Now here's the thing I don't like about. I don't like to choose. Do I need blade or do I need axe or a mace? Like, I'm using all of them because I'm doing dual wield. I'm using at least 2 of them, and I'm switching between, you know, all 3 of them. So I don't know what I'm going to do once I get to that. But we want to get up there with the Ravage perk, of course, with the dual wielding perk. So I'm looking forward to that. And I don't know. And I do end up doing a lot of archery later. So stay tuned for that. We know the classic stealth archer style. And we are definitely going to get into that. And because I love in a dungeon when you kill everything before they even know you're there from like a mile away. I love playing like that. I mean, I like up close and personal too. I usually do a mix. I'm not even that stealthy unless I'm super far away doing archery. I don't like sneaking up behind people and that type of stealth, you know, and cutting their throat. Like, I'm not good at that type of stealth. But if I'm far away and behind, you know, I can do it. All right, here we are, guys. Bleak Falls Barrow. And I do not have a weather mod installed at this point, but I do actually add one, so hopefully that doesn't cause any problems, but I don't think it should. And I don't know if you noticed on this, but there was some frame issues. But the thing is, the video is downgraded to 30 FPS, so I think it smooths a lot of that out, what I was seeing on when I actually played the game, because I did have to disable my tree and grass mod after we killed a dragon. I disabled that because it was really bad, and I don't really notice it as much watching this preview. But again, I'm watching in Adobe Premiere right now, and it's kind of small on my screen. And I don't remember this particular area being that bad. It's more when there's like a lot of trees down below. But we did do that in the last episode, and it didn't really seem as bad as when I was playing it. So I think that's just the way the video, it smooths over the FPS. Because basically what was happening is, well, the trees were loading, and that causes issues I read on Reddit. And also, the whole game is now 60 FPS, right? But if you've ever played mods even on PC and you get the FPS monitor there, it doesn't always stay at a stable 60 FPS. Sometimes it goes down to 45, 50, even when it's running looking good. And so then I think like a computer, the Xbox is getting confused, and it's causing a conflict there. So I got rid of all my tree and grass, which was a landscape bundle or something like that. I just deleted it, or turned it off. So we'll see. Maybe that will improve in the future, but honestly, I never even used that mod for my other playthroughs, so I'm fine. I was just trying it out. on my previous game before this, which it was working fine because I, basically I upgraded last spring to the Xbox Series S. All my previous stuff is on Xbox One S, and so I didn't want to use grass mods and stuff like that because they are pretty taxing. Even on PC, man, I had horrible problems. I don't have a beefed up PC. I got a 970. It's pretty old at this point. But when it was newer, I'd use some of these grass mods and I'd be down to 20, 30 FPS, man. It was hard. All right, here we are. This is it, guys. This is like iconic. This freaking dungeon, man. Just see, I'm gonna be a little sneaky here. I know there's enemies here. Like I said, I'm not doing a character. I don't know this character's story or anything like that, but I still like to put myself in his shoes where, hey, he's not gonna know exactly where every enemy is or anything. He just sees a dead body here and some rats and, he's just cautious. So I do play it like that, like I get immersed in what my character would do, even though I don't really know who this character is necessarily, except he's just an Argonian, I really don't have any plans or anything like that, but we'll shape the character through what happens to him, you know what I mean? So, and some cool stuff has already happened in my playthrough, which will probably be in like episode 10 or 15 at this point, but hey, it is what it is. But I like the dual wield. I did an orc once with dual wield, and man, I never made a video of that, but I do have the footage of that, so I might actually make that someday, because that was a cool storyline, man. He got involved in some Daedric stuff, and it went dark. It got dark. And I actually had played that character once just for fun, and redid the whole character with certain story beats, just because I thought it was such a good progression and storyline. So I might get around to that someday. The reason I never did that, honestly, is I wanted to do a whole music soundtrack with like some tribal type of music and make it really highly produced, and that's a lot of work. So now I'm just doing a basic Let's Play because I love playing and I love talking, and I don't really get that into the video editing like I used to want to do. So it might happen again someday, though. But because the thing is, it's not even like I'm lazy or anything. I used to watch like the machinima and the highly produced videos where they do like the big dramatic cutscene, or like they detach the camera and do these zooms and everything. And that was what I used to watch all the time, like 5 years ago now. And in the last 3 years, I've mostly been watching streams, not even Skyrim, just all sorts of games. I watch GTA roleplay. I watch that a lot now. So I'm more into the streaming and the live feel of things. So it's just where my head's at more than anything. So if I start watching machinima again, I'll be like, all right, we need to do the heavy produced stuff, but that's not really the stuff that interests me right now as a viewer. And I did watch a few people play Skyrim this week, because of the anniversary hype. So that's been fun. All right, what do we got? We're searching all the urns. Now, like I said, I'm not acting like I know where everything is, but I'm also acting like this character has been in dungeons before and is not a new, dungeon crawler. So they know what's up. They know that there's stuff in the urns and the dragger. They know that. They've been there. So it's not like a surprise, but they're just, being a little cautious. Where the heck am I going? All right, let's go up here. See if there's any loot. There's no loot? What the heck? Isn't there supposed to be some loot up there? All right, anyway. And see, that's what I mean. Like, he looked at both areas. Like, I knew which area to go to and which one was... But I made it... I don't know. I just get into that. Like, oh, he would go look at this and be like, oh, let's double back and make sure to see if there's any loot there. I don't know. That's a little immersion on my part. I don't know if it necessarily always translates, but... And now I do have all the Creation Club mods, except I'm not doing the survival mode, man. I do not like that type of stuff that much, and Honestly, if I did, I'd probably use Frostfall and I need instead of this. I don't know. No fast travel, and you got to sleep in a bed to level up, which actually is pretty cool because that's kind of like the Oblivion style, I guess. But all right, so this guy just killed himself. All right, that's pretty cool. We didn't even have to fight this guy. He accidentally did the thing. So we're like, all right, we see what's up. Looking at the thing, this guy did it wrong, obviously. And let's take some stuff. But we're already almost, look at this. 298 out of 350 already. I just entered the dungeon. So we're going to have to dump a lot of stuff, man. A carry weight, oh, man. But soon enough, I do have some pouches. I don't think I put them on yet. Oh, maybe I did, yeah. So yeah, we're kind of screwed there. They weren't the big pouches, that's why. All right, we got the snake. And we got the whale, and now we're like, where's the third one? It's missing. Oh, there we go, the snake. So, like I said, I know what it is. I could probably have done it without looking from memory, but, you know, I like to be a little bit immersive here, even though I'm not doing, like, a voiced character or much of a storyline. It's just, like, those little habits. I just do it naturally. Like, I'm not even thinking about it. I just, like, I'm so immersed in this character, you know? And it's like, I want to know about this character too. You know, that's the thing. I don't have a backstory, but I'm like watching his story. Like, I feel like I'm the viewer when I play, you know? And this guy's just doing whatever he wants. And like, I got to help him with the fights or whatever, but that's about it. All right. All right, we know what's going to happen here. Yeah, we got some rats. All right. Skeevers, they're called. Remember they had giant rats in the other game, the previous game? Did they have skeevers and giant rats? I think maybe they did. I don't really remember. I've still never finished Oblivion. I've started that game so many times, and I'm actually pretty deep into it. Real casual playthrough I've been doing over the last year or two. And then I did the whole Fighters Guild quest. I got kicked out of the Mage Guild, and I got to get like 50 freaking alchemy ingredients to get back in. I can't even find one of them. And the Thieves Guild, I've done before and I started it, but I did the whole Fighters Guild, and now I wasn't sure what to do next. I think I just got to go to each city and look for side quests that I missed, you know. I did a lot of stuff, and I don't want to just grind Oblivion gates. I hate that. I hate that stuff. But yeah, that game, I don't know. I like Skyrim better, even though there's a lot of things that are better about Oblivion. I like this dark, rundown feeling of Skyrim. In Oblivion, it feels like it's too much of like a typical fantasy game to me, and where this seems like a real place. I don't know. You know what I mean? Everything seems more realistic, and I like how all the guilds are down in the dumps and you got to restore them, instead of like, oh, there's a beautiful guild in each hall in each city, which that has its appeal too, for sure. Anyway, we got a giant spider we got to take care of. I usually like to kind of bait it out here and not just jump in. But I'm not using archery yet, or magic. A lot of times I'll stay behind and just hit it with the flames, and I don't even have to go out there. But so far I haven't used magic. But I will, because I have the Odin magic mod in there by Inai Seon, his new one from earlier in the year. And I have never used that, so it says it improves vanilla spells and stuff, and real interesting. All right, we're going to go third person here and just beat the heck out of this thing. I'm taking stuff head on, man. Wait till I fight dragons. I'm like right in a dragon's mouth killing the thing, man. It's not the best way to fight, but it looks pretty cool. All right, and then this idiot. All right. I'm not doing the dialogue this time, but I love his line where it's like, we're just looking around. See what I mean? I'm like, oh, my guy would look around and be like, what the heck is this before, you know?
Over here.
So I usually talk to him, because then it's like, give me, I love the line, give me the claw. He's like, how the heck am I going to give you a claw? I'm tied up in this freaking web. Cut me down first. I can't even get my pocket. I love that line of dialogue, but, you know, we know what's happening here, and he just ran off, so whatever. We'll loot. We'll catch up to him. He don't know how to use the claw. So we'll be fine. All right, we just gotta search, looking for stuff. Early game, man. We gotta get every little piece of gold we can at this point. And of course, precious gems and stuff like that too. Oh, and meanwhile, he didn't even make it. All right, so we know what's happening here. These guys are alive. Or not this one. Steel. I'm gonna have to do. All right, in the next episode, we are gonna do a lot of inventory management. I get the feeling.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I usually do first person, like in the tighter dungeons, and then I like third person for most other things. When I'm doing archery, I go first, and then not even this room, but you know, in the tighter hallways, I always need to go into first person, or it just looks weird. But I do like the third person in Skyrim a lot. All right. So what do we got? We got Imperial Sword, and we got Iron War Axe. But let's put on a Steel War Axe and a Mace. Right? What's this? 11. And then 14. All right, so there we go. We switch. See, this is what I mean. Now, do I pick the mace or the axe or the sword to level up? I don't even know. I'm using all three. And then when I get the enchanted one, I just use whichever one's enchanted. I don't really care if it's a sword or an axe for this guy. So we'll figure it out. Not in this episode, but we'll figure it out. All right, so we are going to go back into the perks. Right now, we leveled up again, and we're at level 3. So let's put this into... we're only doing health or stamina. And I think I'm going to do health now while we're still at low level, and then deal with stamina later. All right, so what are we going to pick? And then after this, we're ending this episode, and we'll continue this dungeon in the next one. All right, I think sneak is the best right now. We're trying to get a little stealthier, and I'm definitely going to level that up. And speech eventually, for sure. We need more money and stuff, but not right now. All right, anyway, that is going to be it for this episode of Skyrim Anniversary Edition on the Xbox Series S. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.